Hello everybody, this is Michael Lee coming to you just northeast of Chico. I'm in my front yard of my farmhouse and you can barely see it, but there's a woodpecker up there. I'm not sure what species. It's not an acorn woodpecker. They're easy to recognize because of the unique coloration they have on their body. They have a red head and also some white stripes. They almost look like clowns, and they're very talkative, and they have a unique call. This one's black with white and tan speckles on it, like a speckled woodpecker. Anyways, you can see this lower one is the AT&T line. I think Comcast uses it as well, and the high wires up there are PG&E. So it's kind of a sad video, but I spoke with the foreman for PG&E yesterday, and he said he needed to trim this maple, as they've been doing for decades, since PG&E has been found liable for multiple catastrophic fires and across the state of California recently. They're kind of in panic mode. They're getting sued. They're bankrupt. The state of California and our loser-ass governor have been bailing them out with billions of dollars. That's one of the reasons why our loser governor was recalled, was because of his backroom secret bailout of PG&E. Instead of holding them accountable, he just caved to them. California is just so dependent upon PG&E. They own all the infrastructure for electricity. They own dams, power plants. It's just PG&E. Without PG&E, California would grind to a halt and go down. Whoa! That was crazy. Did you all see that? There's one woodpecker and the other one flew across over here. Little mating dance, aerial mating dance maybe. Anyways, I met with the PG&E foreman. I specifically told him not to cut the branch that had the hole drilled in it by this woodpecker couple. I said, that's their house. The branch is lower than your power lines. You don't need to cut that. You know, cut those instead. They're not using that as their house. And then what does the PG&E crew do? They leave the ones I told them to cut, and they cut the one that I told them not to cut. So I wasn't home. I was at work, so I wasn't able to keep them in line. It just pisses me off. I can't stand PG&E. And then I told them not to touch these cedar trees because bald eagles use them for half the year for nesting and for resting. So they didn't touch these, thank goodness. If they ever touch these trees, I'll kill them. The bald eagles here are very important to me. So, and you can see how massive these trees are. These are like 200 years old. But just to, let me look at something prettier here. Just to back up my video here at the end. You know, if you own property, especially if you own a lot of property, don't just let PG&E come onto your property and start cutting, because they are not to be trusted. When I lived up in the mountains near a town called Cohasset, about 25 minutes from here, my neighbor up there had 850 acres, and she just allowed PG&E. She was older, and she believed all of their lies that she would be held accountable for starting a catastrophic fire if one of her oak limbs fell onto their lines and started a fire. She would be held accountable, which is absolute nonsense. That's a lie. She fell for it and just let the PG&E crews, who didn't even speak English, by the way, hard to communicate with, you know. And then they cut hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of her old growth black oak trees, you know, just beautiful, old, mature, healthy, fire resistant, with large trunk diameters and thick bark. They cut down all of the most healthy and fire-resistant trees on her property, and then left all the small, unhealthy, flammable trees, flammable brush, and ladder fuels, and weeds. So it makes absolutely no sense what they're doing right now. It's not science. It's not proper sustainable forestry practices. And in the state of California, where we're supposed to be environmentally conscious, it's just an absolute disgrace what PG&E is doing. Before PG&E was found liable for all of these catastrophic fires that started about a decade ago, 90% of the old growth oak woodland in California was already destroyed. And now we're working on destroying what little bit is left. So it's absolutely absurd. I just kind of feel sorry for these poor woodpeckers because now they're homeless. My neighbor has a bunch of, he builds birdhouses, so I'm going to see if I can get one from him and put them on that branch. Hopefully they can move in there. But you can see there's little speckled woodpeckers again. It's definitely a couple, a male and a female. And now they have no house because of the a-holes at PG&E. And our loser governor is also to blame for this. All right, so there's my rant. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Have a great day.